Thank you, President Casey, for that wonderful introduction. We are so honored to be here with you today, President Casey, as you complete 11 years of inspired and superb leadership of McDaniel College. And to my colleagues on the Board of Trustees, thank you. You are all so remarkable. President Casey, Chairman Gunther, faculty, trustees, parents, family, honored guests, and especially our 2021 graduates, congratulations. We are delighted to join you here today in actual physical time and space to celebrate all of your achievements. We're excited to see you claim your place as legatees of McDaniel's proud history, and we are honored to watch you march in step with the visionaries who founded this college and those who, for 154 years, have rung the bells and ignited the fires of learning on the Hill. The Shawnee Indians have a saying: we are all one child spinning through Mother Sky. From the hunters, fishermen, and farmers of the 17th century, living so close to their natural world, comes this stunning image of human unity and the wonder of life. Together, we are one child spinning through Mother Sky. That picture thrusts us as a package right smack into the middle of the cosmos, and it epitomizes imagination. Imagination is perhaps our most illuminating human capacity. We share it with ancient mankind, tribal people, and each other. We associate it with images of propulsion and power, along with intellect, speech, and advanced dexterity. Our imaginations distinguish us as creatures. They allow us to empathize, hypothesize, and visualize. Like a child's ability to acquire language, our imaginative powers are manifest in results, including our dreams, inventions, and creations. We naturally think of gifted artists and musicians, and we revere our storytellers, from Homer to Toni Morrison. Their imaginations frame so much of our shared psychological landscape. Here at McDaniel, imaginative learning opportunities spanning everything from the arts and letters to our innovation and entrepreneurship programs have broadened and inspired you. And this year, McDaniel leadership and faculty, who brilliantly reimagined living and learning on the Hill, became their own shining example. Throughout your pursuits of the liberal arts and sciences, you have discovered imagination at work. The venerable Plato and Aristotle recognized imagination. And it was Adam Smith who argued that more than any other factor, imagination opens us to change and propels us, there's that one child spinning again, propels us to our full human potential. And what about the sciences? Just think of all the theories, discoveries, and technology that now enhance our understanding of Mother Sky. Albert Einstein singled out imagination as more important than intelligence in scientific research. Why? Because in every field, imagination enables us to extend reason, to go beyond what can be observed or measured, to involve ourselves in the existential mysteries of life, and to explore other realms of space, time, and expression. Imagination is a touchstone for contemporary voices of individuals in a multitude of pursuits. Artist Hiroko Sakai says, "When we tap into our imaginations, we are bombs of possibilities." And trailblazing Dr. Mae Jemison teaches that imagination, creativity, and curiosity, those capacities are our places in the world. And now, before concluding, I would like to recall some received wisdom from William Shakespeare. In his play, The Tempest, we meet Prospero, a powerful wizard who conjures up some awesome poetic and environmental havoc. But toward the end of the play, Prospero becomes more focused, and he imparts the wonderful secret. We are such stuff as dreams are made on. You are that stuff. As you commence the next part of your lives, I wish each of you all the best. Pursue lives of wonder and creation. Embrace the opportunities ahead with the full force of your imaginations. And always know that you are not alone. This trip we're on, spinning through Mother Sky, is a journey we make together. In our humanity, we are one child.
Thank you, Roger and Gunther, for that kind introduction and for your many years of excellent leadership. Graduates, the class of 2021. Graduates has a good ring to it, doesn't it? It's a pleasure to be part of this celebration of your accomplishments. Years ago, a McDaniel alum speaking to the students informed them that he had graduated summa cum laude. I'm not sure whether that's true. I really have no clue. Like most of you, I graduated well on the safe side of lucky. However, I believe you and I all are summa cum laude to have attended McDaniel. 4 years of living and learning among gifted professors and students, focusing solely on expanding your own understanding of the world. Well, perhaps solely focused most of the time. All within the supportive academic community dedicated to assisting you in that endeavor, and all in the very pleasant surrounding of the Hill. You and I are privileged to have had this experience. In 2021, we expect individuals with the ability to succeed in college and the motivation to do so to be able to attend a college education. This is a wonderful development. But viewed against even relatively recent human experience, it's a phenomenal development. 100 years ago, 10% of the U.S. population had a high school education. The median education level was 8th grade. Attending college was rare indeed, and except for a few select, it was unattainable, even unimaginable. At 22, this may seem like ancient history, but at 72, it doesn't feel so ancient. To personalize the experience, my maternal grandparents were both born in Philadelphia to middle-class families. They attended school till 8th grade and then went to work full-time at 14. My paternal grandparents were born in Austria to peasant, landless farmers. They immigrated to the United States as teenagers. They were both totally illiterate, never having attended a single day of school, and they both were working on the land by age 6. These educational experiences were not unusual 100 years ago. What permitted this dramatic change in our college experience and expectations? College is extremely expensive, probably not news to you. Very few 18-year-olds are able to pay their own living expenses, plus the cost of college, which each year now is greater than the average American earns. Someone else must supply the majority of the funds for 4 years of college education. Historically, these funds were provided largely by the student's family, thus restricting the opportunity to a small segment of potential students. Even today, for most college students, family funds have to be supplemented by scholarships and loans made by people the students never meet or by the taxpayers, 60% of whom don't themselves have a college education. In order for this to happen on such a broad scale, a society must be wealthy enough to be willing to devote massive resources to supporting broad college availability. 100 years ago, the U.S. economy, and in fact, no economy of any society, permitted this level and breadth of college education that we expect today. During the last 100 years, the U.S. free market economy has generated extraordinary growth and provided unimaginable prosperity and the standard of living for the average citizen, which would have been unbelievable to any prior society at any time or place. This dynamic growth and prosperity has permitted the very positive development of our increased expectations for educational opportunities. Today, we gather to celebrate your earning the right to be called McDaniel graduates. While we celebrate, it's appropriate to take a minute to recognize how lucky we all are to live in this age of prosperity in a country where the economy generates abundant resources to provide the type of education we have all had and we expect for others. And a moment to recognize how fortunate we are to be the beneficiaries of the willingness of others, family, parents, perfect strangers, and taxpayers, to believe enough in us, to spend their assets to provide us the opportunity to achieve a college education. We are all indeed summum cum lucky to have attended McDaniel. As you decide what you're going to do with that education, I leave you with one question to consider. The comment that life is a journey, not a destination, is a cliche. But cliches become cliches because they contain an element of insight. With the benefit of a lot of years of hindsight, I would suggest that the most important of life's questions, life's journey's questions, is whom you will select to include in your journey. Of course, this includes, in part, your choice of spouse, significant other, life partner, or decision not to join with just one individual. The co-ed with whom I pooled our then life savings of $350 in a joint checking account on the first day of our sophomore year at McDaniel 55 years ago, who just addressed you, has been the biggest factor in what success I've had, and even more importantly, in the happiness of my life's journey. But the issue of who you share your journey with is much broader. It includes the family and friends you create and maintain, the colleagues you come with a particular job choice, the people in the associations you choose to join, those who live in the communities which you choose to live in. These are the people who become your tribe and who daily impact your life. The people of McDaniel, students, faculty, administration, have enriched our lives for more than 50 years. I note with some pride that Ethan Seidel was awarded Professor Emeritus status after 52 years of teaching. I was a student in the first class Ethan Seidel ever taught at McDaniel College. He's been part, like so many others at McDaniel, of our life's journey for more than 50 years. As you make the decision about what you are going to do, where you're going to do it, you are implicitly making choices about who you're going to include in your life's journey. I suggest that you take that and make it an explicit part of your decision. With each personal life decision, take time to ask yourself, what is the impact of this decision on the people I'm selecting for or excluding from my life's journey? Congratulations and good luck. Thank you.